Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Muskan, and in today's reading, we are going to connect with your future self through a channeled letter from them and guidance about where are they, what blessings have they manifested, what connections are they surrounded by, who are you becoming as your future self. What beliefs do you need to release right now in order to become your higher self, your future self? What would your future self like to thank you for doing today? And any advice that they want to give you on something that you may be struggling with right now. All of these messages are going to be channeled in this reading for you guys today, and any other messages that your higher self or spirit guides want to give you about becoming your future self. So, as you guys can see, for today's reading, we have these three letters for you guys to choose from, and whichever one you feel drawn to the most will be your pile and will contain the messages from your future self. So let's just show you each of your options up and close one by one. The option for pile number one is this. The option for pile number two is this. The option for pile number three is this. So these are your three options. Once you have chosen your pile, don't forget to refer to the timestamps given in the description box below to listen to your reading. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure to press the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, simply go to my website ledbyheart.com or click the link given in the description box below. And I would love to guide you on your journey. And I'm really excited to bring forward the messages from your future self in this reading for you guys today. So now I will start channeling the messages beginning from pile 1. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading all about messages from your future self. So if you guys were drawn to this letter, the first letter that looks like this, then this is going to be your reading. We are going to begin off your reading by taking a look at a channeled letter from your future self, and then we are going to move on to answering the various questions, details, insights, guidance about who are you as your future self, and any other additional details or information that your higher self wants you to know on your journey right now. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? Let's just dive right into your reading. So, this is the letter from your future self. When I speak, these are their words. They are speaking it through me. This is the guidance that your future self wants to give you right now. This is the message that they want to tell you right now on your journey. So let's dive right into it. So, this is what your future self wants you to know. Dear me, you have a long journey ahead, but don't fret because you have the resilience to thrive in unusual times. Please don't get disheartened by the temporary challenges or struggles of life. Where I speak from, we are building a legacy greater than the ordinary goals. I am just over here living a luxurious, abundant, and lavish lifestyle. I assure you, what's currently bothering you or causing confusion has only made us wiser. I thank you for not giving up, for staying strong, patient, and perseverant through the curveballs that situations of life threw our way. I want you to know that I have an undeniable and unshakable foundation. I'm living a stable, secure, and aligned life. Others look up to me and depend on me for support. Our days of scarcity are over. You would be surprised at the things we have manifested. It's a surprise. I don't want to give you spoilers. All I want to say is that I am grateful you were brave enough to follow a purpose, your passion, and listen to your heart without taking the opinions and judgments of others seriously. Those dumb people, just kidding. Those dumb people don't know what you are capable of. We have shut them up with our success. Who's laughing now? Those who didn't believe in you are eating their words now. I am in a higher role that gives me the authority to tell others what to do. I am swimming in power and prestige, all because of you. Don't give up on your dreams. Fall in love with your purpose. It's the key. I believe in you, your future self. So, pile number one, this is what your future self wanted you to know, and some zodiac signs that were appearing for this group for extra confirmation are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. So these zodiac signs could be important to you, your sun, moon, or rising signs. And as I was tuning into the energy of your future self, they were clearly mentioning that you should not get disheartened on your journey right now. There may be some things that you are unsure of, some uncertainties in your life, some things that may be bothering you, that you may be struggling with right now. And your future self has clearly reassured in your letter that it does get better, that you are someone who has this rare ability to thrive in weird or unusual situations where other people would easily want to give up, or where other people would easily be like broken apart. So you have the gift of resilience, you have the gift of persevering through the tough situations, like the camel in the desert. Camel is like one of the rare animals who is able to survive the heat, the scorching heat, the unpredictable weather, or the tough weather of the desert. Just like that, they want you to know that don't listen to what other people are saying. Don't listen to circumstances, situations, or believe in those situations not going your way. Don't take those situations or those energies to your heart. Keep going, keep persevering, because the calling that you have in your heart, the higher purpose that you are being called to follow, is going to be the key. It's going to act like the key. So your future self was mentioning that it is the key to believe in yourself and to not give up. In their energy, I sensed that they were talking about you guys following a calling, a purpose, a service, something that is of a higher nature, something that contributes to the greater good of others, or is in alignment with the welfare and well being of the masses, of the collective, of the community. And they were saying that it may just seem unnecessary, or it may not be understood by a lot of people around you, but don't take it personally, because those people are not aware of what you are supposed to do, of what you are meant to do. So, this higher calling of yours is going to actually give you the authority where other people are looking up to you for wisdom, for guidance, for support in the future, where you will be in the position where other people will like blindly follow your steps. They will gather information, wisdom from you, and you are going to act like a trendsetter for those people. So you are a pioneer, you're one of a kind, you're a pioneer in your generation, in your lineage, and maybe even in your family line. You're one of those people who is meant to do something great, something big, something different. And that is why your journey may be like taking a different turn than those around you. That you may be called to make choices that are different, that are not like ordinary, that are out of the ordinary, that are out of the norm. So you are giving off the energy of being a way shower for other people, a way shower to others in the future. As your future self, you have overcame those curveballs, those problems that you may be struggling with right now, or that may rear their ugly head. Because with great purpose, with great responsibility, sometimes come challenges, sometimes come the uncomfortable things, but they are just temporary, they are not permanent. And your future self was also like making fun of all those people who did not believe in you, because when you reach this higher position, this role of being an authority, even those people are going to be like in shock of who you truly are, that they did not see your light all along. They questioned your potential, they doubted you, they turned their back on you when you needed support. So your future self was really like joking about how those people and their opinions were simply dumb and not rooted in reality of who you truly are and who you are truly meant to become. So don't get disheartened, because your journey may be long, it may be requiring you to be more patient, but it's definitely going to be worth it. You are definitely becoming someone who is in the position of authority, who has a strong foundation, who has reached a higher level of success, power, and prestige in their life. Also, you have a very good reputation, a very reputable personality. Your future self is at a very high reputable status in society, and they are also advising you, encouraging you to keep this smile on your face. They wanted me to draw a few things as a reminder to you on your journey right now. They wanted me to draw a big, huge smiley face to remind you that keep smiling, don't get disheartened. And they wanted me to draw a crown, a reminder that you will reach success, you are worthy, you are deserving, and a boot that was like a representation of you stepping into power, stepping into the person that you are meant to become. And then they wanted me to draw these coins or pentacles. By doing this, they were trying to tell you that you will have more than enough in the future, because when you are someone who is being guided by a higher calling, then you will attract more abundance, you will attract more success, you will attract more resources than you can expect, because the universe starts working in your favor, because you start aligning with the frequency of abundance. So now, pile number one, so let's take a look at your tarot cards for guidance, messages, information about your future self. So let's see, for your tarot cards, we have Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords in the reverse, Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands in the reverse, and Five of Wands. Pile number one, your future self is definitely at a place where they are surrounded by peace and quiet. There is no drama in their surroundings. Your future self is living a drama free life. You have definitely moved on from people and places that were not serving you, that may be draining you, that were not for your highest good. And also, for some of you, your future self may be telling you that you have moved on to a new location or to a new place. You have walked away from old living situations or circumstances because they were not simply a match to who you wanted to become, to who you are becoming, to your dreams, to your visions. As your future self, you may be living in a tropical location surrounded by oceans, water bodies, mountains, lakes, rivers. I'm seeing like a beautiful scenic view of place that is overlooking an ocean with a lot of rocks and mountains, a warm climate, a warm weather, but it does not contain the energies of your old reality. of the people, places, and things that you once were entangled with. So, this is definitely a new energy that your future self is experiencing from where they are connecting with us. Your future self has manifested some kind of acknowledgement. They have received like a trophy, a medal, a certificate. They have received huge acknowledgement, some sort of a certification, or a huge reward that has made them like more credible in what they do. So, as your future self, you have received the reward for your efforts. Not only that, this medal, this gift, or this acknowledgement, whatever this acknowledgement is, this has brought you to a higher position. So, your future self may be getting promoted, or they may be like in some sort of a power position, in an authority position. They may be like in their dream job, in their dream career, in their dream position. They may have reached the milestone that you once envisioned when you moved out of the old reality, maybe left an old job or an old situation that was maybe dimming your light, that was not helping you reflect your true gifts, your true craft. So, your future self has manifested being acknowledged for who they truly are and being the leader that they are. And they are definitely feeling very content and happy. Their outer reality has finally matched their internal reality. So, if you feel like you are a queen or a king from your inside, your inner self, you have these strong leadership qualities, then as your future self, you have already manifested that in the future. Like it's written, it has been made very, very clear. That is how other people look up to you and view you. But it's not like something that's superficial. It's something that you have been promoted, you have been upgraded to this higher role because of how good you are at thinking about other people, how good you are at managing other people, how good you are at leading from your heart. So, a true leader has the best quality of being an empath. They are an empath first. That's what makes them a great leader. As your future self, you are surrounded by people who take away from your pain. You are definitely in a phase of renewal, recovery, healing, and in connections that are helping you to release any pain, any burdens, any belief systems from your old connections or old relationships. So, the kind of people that you are going to be with in the future are the people who help you overcome your self doubt, who help you to release the pain that you may have been carrying in your heart from your past experiences. These are the people who take your troubles away. You are surrounded by individuals who make your life easier instead of harder, who bring relief into your life, who take away your responsibilities by helping you, by providing you support, and who help you feel supported on your journey. You are going to feel really light-hearted. You are going to feel really, really at ease in your connections as your future self. You are going to feel like you did yourself a huge favor by not paying attention, by not getting yourself entangled or enmeshed with the people from your past. You will be thanking yourself for moving on. You will be thanking yourself for releasing this old baggage, of releasing yourself from connections that weren't even aligned with you. You will thank yourself for closing old chapters, ending connections, and moving on from people who did not appreciate your love, who did not appreciate your energy. So, as your future self, you are becoming someone who is definitely managing a group of people, whether this is a team that you are managing, or this could be a group of family members, friends. You are definitely surrounded by people who may be less mature, less educated, or have less qualifications than you have, and you are assigning them roles and responsibilities. That is who you are becoming. You're becoming a leader. You're becoming a source of guidance and wisdom for other people because you have a deep understanding of how things work. And because of this deep understanding, you're able to see the potential in other people and what they are good at, and putting them in the right positions, in the right roles. Their best qualities can shine so that their best potential can come to the surface, and as a whole, that can benefit the collective, that can get the goals accomplished, that can get the task done in the best way possible. That is who you are becoming. The beliefs that your future self wants you to release right now is trying to hold back your creativity, or thinking that the ideas, the passion, the calling that you feel is just like a temporary thing or like a temporary spark that you are feeling. And other people are right, maybe that deep down somehow other people have made you believe that, why is it so necessary to follow this creative pursuit that you want? Why is it so necessary to go and take risks and do new things or do extra work for following your heart? Why is it necessary? So this voice in your head is not actually yours. It is doubt that has been planted within your mind by the voices of other people, because your passion, your calling is actually coming from your soul, and you are definitely meant to pursue it. You're not impulsive, you're not careless, you're not reckless, you're not like a wasted talent, you're not someone who is wasting resources. You are actually someone who is meant to follow your calling. So you need to release this belief that your calling is wasteful or that your passions are of no use, that you should just live a mundane, normal life like other people are doing, and not get out of your comfort zone or not do things that bring out the best in you, that make you want to jump out of your bed every single day. Release these belief systems that you are supposed to live an ordinary life or have like an ordinary job like other people. No. Follow your own calling, follow your own heart. Take actions on the breadcrumbs that the spirit is throwing your way, that your future self is throwing your way, in order to become this future self, in order to create something that is new, that has been embedded in your divine blueprint as a soul. What your future self is really thanking you for that you may be doing right now is not being impulsive. They want to thank you for not listening to the naysayers. They want to thank you for not settling for less than you deserved, for not settling for an ordinary life that may have been laid out for you. The society, the family members, the people around you, they may have told you that this is the way that life should be lived. And you are meant to break out of that box. You're meant to break out of that bubble. You're not supposed to settle for less. You're not supposed to do everything according to how it has been done by other people or how it has been done before. You are here to carve your own path. You're here to fulfill your own unique soul's assignment. You're here to do things that bring you joy, that are a creation of your own desires, not the desires of what other people want you to become. So, your future self is really thanking you. If you are someone who is cutting back on communication from haters, jealous people, people who are discouraging, people who are not very inspiring, who are living a dull, mundane, normal, ordinary life, then you are doing yourself a favor, and your future self is thanking you for it, because they can clearly see how connecting with people who are not on the same frequency of purpose, of devoting yourself to creative pursuits, of using your talents and crafts and nurturing them every single day in order to grow in your life, how not connecting with those type of people actually saves a lot of your energy. Because think about how much misalignment there is When you're surrounded by people who have a bigger dream and vision and who see your potential, who support you, there's a lot of space that is freed up within you, because now you don't have like their voices, their words, their energy lingering around you. Okay, so address incompatibility. The fact that you are addressing incompatibility and you are realizing what and who is not in alignment with what you are becoming, that is what your future self is thanking you for, because they are at a much better place now. They realize that they never had to put up with any of those people, they never had to enable anything, they never had to like become something that they are not. So it's an act of courage that you may be doing right now, and that is something that they are acknowledging. Your future self wants to advise you to not think that you are less than other people who may be in a similar field, who may be wanting to manifest the similar things as you are. Instead, they want you to know that you are supposed to be on the top, that you have what it takes to rise above the competition. And this is not to say that this is unhealthy competition where you want to like bring other people down in order to come up. No, we're talking about healthy competition. We're talking about becoming the best in our own field. So your future self wants to advise you to not back down, to not be afraid of potential competitors, of people who are doing the similar things, or who may be like trying to compete with you or compare themselves to you, because you're going to rise above them all. You have it in you to do that. Because look at this crown and the trophy in her hand. This is very similar to how your future self wanted me to draw the crown and the boot in your letter. It was talking about leadership, it was about being the best at what you are doing. So get inspired by competition, learn from other people, but always stay authentic, and don't ever try to hold yourself back or get intimidated by those people or by the light of other people. It's not going to take away from your potential, it's not going to take away from what you deserve. Okay, other people's light is not going to dim yours. Shine your own light in your own authentic way, and you will become the best. Like, the only competition that you have is your older self. The only person that you should be comparing yourself with is your older self. That is what your future self wants to advise you. That if you see someone who is doing something similar and you think that you are lagging behind, put more effort, think more, get more inspired, channel more energy, but don't get disheartened, discouraged by it. Don't allow your unhealthy ego to make you like become pessimistic or underestimate your own self because of people who may be wanting to become like you. I'm also hearing that if you come across people who are trying to copy you, become like you, try to steal your own ideas, because you are someone who's coming across as a very unique person. Your ideas, the way you do things, you're a trendsetter, pile number one. Other people are bound to copy you. Your future self wants to give you this reassurance that even if they try, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna land the same way. It's gonna land differently. Okay, it's not gonna work out for them. Initially, it may give them like a boost of ego, or they may think that they can get ahead of you, but they cannot. Okay, so that is the insecurity, the worry that they want you to release and let go of. That just keep going. Don't pay attention to these competitors or these copycats, because integrity is what is going to be the key for your success. Pile number ones. Now let's take a look at your oracle cards for more additional details, advice, or information, messages from your future self. For your affirmations, we have: I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. So, your future self wants you to know that when you have this unwavering faith and a spirit of resilience, which you already do, then you become a super attractor. You magnetize opportunities, success, acknowledgement into your life. You become like this giant whirlpool of magnetic energy that draws respect, that draws attention, that draws higher manifestations, higher positions, higher roles, because that's how bright your light is shining. And then we have in stillness I receive. So this is talking about how you are actively working towards becoming your future self. But when you are in a space of stillness, when you are doing nothing, you are being called to receive the energy of your future self. You are being present completely where you are. You're not giving energy to doubts. You are allowing your rest, you're allowing your peace to add to that magnetism, to add to that effortless alignment. And then we have growing pains, healing, patience, unconscious. Wow, just look at the third eye on this card. And this card is the number 19, which sums down to the number 10. The number 10 is all about manifesting. It's about reaching the highest outcome of a situation. If number 1 is the beginning, then number 10 is the completion. And this growing pains card is trying to tell you that your future self wants you to know that, just like they mentioned in the letter, the confusion, the struggles, the obstacles, any curve balls, they are simply like helping you grow out of your comfort zone. They are simply pushing you to become better. They are not there to stay forever, because once you learn the lesson, that obstacle has shifted its energy. It has already been alchemized. So it's no longer going to stay like an obstacle or a problem. It's going to like shift into like a tool that you use in the future. And then we have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. We were just talking about how your future self was saying that you are an empathetic leader, but with that you also need to have boundaries, which is why you need to move away from people or set frequent boundaries and not be afraid to disappoint other people or walk away from those who are draining your energy. And it's so synchronistic how this card is just below the Three of Swords in reverse, because the Three of Swords upright represents heartbreak, hurt, or like even being emotionally drained or emotionally spent out. And here, just like she is pouring her hand into this mirror, almost like your future self is trying to shake hands with you and bring you to the opposite side, to the other side of the energy that they are existing in. They are trying to tell you that don't get caught up in the energies of other people. You need to pull yourself out of their energy and you need to start being more sovereign. One of the practices that you can do for this is you can actually visualize yourself and other people and the distance that exists between you and them, the space that exists between you and them, and you can call that energy back to yourself. This way you are no longer scattering your energy, you are empowering yourself, because it's like you are recoiling that energy that you sent out or that was like being drained out of you, or you were unconsciously draining it. You are recoiling it back to yourself and you're feeling sovereign in your own body, in your own skin, in your present moment. So this pile definitely needs to practice some very strong boundaries. Your future self wants you to know that they are at a place in their life where other people can't mess with them, that they have become someone who doesn't have to be rude or heartless or mean in order to say no to other people. This is something that they have mastered in the future, that you have mastered in the future. You can feel other people's pains, their sorrows, their difficulties without actually absorbing it, without actually being the one who is the savior of everyone. You have learned to deal with and handle only what you are supposed to deal with, and not to deal with everyone's baggage or everyone's problems. Only dealing with what's yours and what you are supposed to handle. And then we have Cancer. For the reassuring messages from your future self, we have it's going to be okay. And we have you have survived every day of your life so far. You really think today will be the one that defeats you? So, this is a very beautiful message because this kind of looks like a phoenix. This creature, it feels like you're definitely rising from the ashes. You are a very resilient person, pile number ones. It doesn't matter how many things go wrong or doesn't work in your way. You always find a way to make it work. You always find a way to see the brighter side, to see the silver lining in every situation, which is why you are going to be successful. Because not everyone has that strength of spirit, that resilience that you have. We have the sign of Cancer here. And we also had Queen of Cups, which is also the sign of Cancer. So Cancer placements could be very important to you. Also, the way that the Cancer card is placed underneath the Six of Cups makes me think of how the people that you may be surrounded with, your family members, your friends, really make you feel really, really warm. For some of you guys, the position of authority that you may be reaching in the future could be of being a very healthy, mature parent, of being a good parent, and your children feel so loved by you. They look up to you for guidance. You are like their role model of having like a healthy, good family where you are the head of the family and you are leading with grace, with love, with empathy and sympathy, and you are bringing everyone together, and you are like decorating the home. You're spending this beautiful quality time with your family member and friends, and you're actually surrounded by people who are loving, who are healing, who are kind to you. For some of you, that could be the authority position. If you are someone watching this, if you are a female who desires to have a family of their own, then this is definitely a confirmation that your future self has become a mother, and your motherhood is being spent very, very well. You are spending quality time with your children, feeding them, making meals with them, spending beautiful holidays with them, and you are actually capable of handling that role very, very well. Let's read out the message for the Growing Pains card from the guidebook. And I noticed that the Growing Pains card is on the page number 69, which is the symbol for the Cancer zodiac sign. 69 is like the sign of the crab. So this energy, people who have Cancer placements in their chart, their sun, moon or rising signs in Cancer could be really, really significant to you, or your family, your children, your partner could be really significant for you in the future. This also shows that as your future self, you prioritize security, you prioritize feeling safe and secure in your connections. You don't try to gather unnecessary drama or be available to every single person out there. Your close circle is going to really matter the most to you. Your family is going to matter the most to you moving forward as your future self. That the things that you used to prioritize in the past, the things that society made you believe you should do, or that's how you should be like, that has changed. For example, if you were always like conditioned to work at a corporate job and like associate your sense of self-worth from that, from making money, from constantly being productive, then your future self wants you to know that you have realigned and shifted out of that energy, because they realize that their true desire was to have a family, was just to be a mother and to be a homemaker. That was the purpose that was calling them the most. So now let's read out the message for this card from the guidebook. It says, I trust in the process of my own healing. The healer, the garden that tends itself, the therapist. You seek to be an awakened one in your family. This isn't always easy. It involves taking on a larger responsibility and role in your lineage. You are seeking something more fulfilling, truthful, and of the heart. This requires patience with your psyche and security within your soul. By living intentionally and choosing to be conscious of the choices you make, you are activating transformation at a DNA level. This is powerful work. Your ancestors are so proud to have passed the torch down to you. You have done so much already, far more than you know. Pulling the growing pains card invites you to employ more patience with yourself on your healing journey. You are unlearning and undoing generations of toxic patterns and beliefs. This will naturally be challenging, uncomfortable, and even painful at times. This is why they are called growing pains. They are a necessary part of healing. This card wants to remind you that you were chosen for this path, that your soul chose this mission of healing for you. This is your initiation. This is what walking through the fire looks like, so you may reach that peaceful, abundant valley. Be proud of yourself and continue to do your best as you find your way. Celebrate small victories like when you set boundaries or are less reactive or break a toxic trait or don't repeat the poison of the past. This is the work and you have accepted your mission, whether you have realized it or not. Manifestation enhancer, and it says, get your journal and write out the small or big ways in which you have already healed yourself. Give yourself the recognition you deserve. Love yourself for all the times you chose to do better, even when nobody was watching or patting you on the back for it. Even when your family or friends don't see all that you have overcome. Instead, see yourself. You are a chosen healer. Wow, this is such a powerful message. Pile number ones, and it again was confirming that you are a pioneer, you are the cycle breaker, you are one of a kind, and you are supported and backed by your ancestors in creating a new reality, a new legacy for yourself and for your loved ones. So, pile number ones, these are all the messages that I have for you guys today. Your future self wants you to know that everything is going to be okay, that you are walking this journey because you are capable of walking it. And the future holds joy, it holds love, it holds healing, and it holds prosperity coming into your life. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you liked this reading, please make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A very warm welcome to all of my new subscribers, and you can also support me through the link in the description box below if you feel like doing that. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, go to my website ledbyheart.com or simply click the link given in the description box below, and I would love to guide you on your journey. So I hope that you guys are having a wonderful time whenever you're watching this, and I hope that you guys stay blessed. I will see you in the next video. Hi pile number twos, welcome to your reading all about messages from your future self. So if you guys were drawn to the second letter that looks like this, then this is going to be your reading all about messages, guidance, insights from your future self. So we are going to begin off your reading by taking a look at a channeled letter from your future self about what guidance, information they want to give you about your future or about your current reality. And then we are going to move on to tarot cards and oracle cards for more extra information for anything that your higher self, your guides, your future self wants you to know right now on your journey. So are you guys ready? Let's just dive right into your reading. So this is the letter from your future self. When I open this letter and speak the words, they are speaking it through me. This is the message that your future self really, really wants to give you right now. Let's dive right into it. Are you guys excited? Are you guys ready? This is what your future self wants to tell you. Dear past self, it's been a long time since you gave yourself a pat on the back for all your efforts. You have been so diligent and persistent. I am so proud of you. In case no one told you today, you are doing a great job at what you are doing. I can see that you are in the waiting period currently. Don't give energy to thoughts that tell you that your dreams won't come true. You are closer than you think you are. I look back on the days when I used to pray for what all I have now. I am so grateful for staying patient. Where I speak from, we have not only manifested our wish and dreams, but also our companion or soulmate. They love me unconditionally and treat me with loyalty, respect, and kindness. We are a beautiful family, forever having each other's back. Believe that it's possible. I feel loved. I am happily married and have a reliable partner who is our backbone. They support us when we need. I am so grateful you did not lose hope or change your direction when you had to wait longer for your blessings to arrive. I have learned that there is no secret recipe of attaining success magically. Luck favors those who take daily actions and stay disciplined towards their goals and daily tasks. I am at a peaceful phase of life where I don't work harder but smarter. Life is a beautiful balance of work and play. I have the privilege to work at my own pace and manifest easily. There's no need to rush anything, it's already yours. You are manifesting joy, success, wealth, prosperity, and love into your life. Just keep going and trust the process. It will all make sense. Bye for now, your future self. So, this is what your future self wanted to tell you. And the zodiac signs that were appearing for this group are Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer, and Sagittarius. So these zodiac signs could be important placements in your chart, your sun, moon, or rising signs. So there were some symbols that your future self wanted me to draw to give you some meaningful messages and insights. Let's start with the bee. They wanted me to draw this bee, and bees are actually very hardworking creatures. They work tirelessly day and night in collaboration with each other to collect the nectar, and then they over time turn it into honey. So I think that your future self wanted to give you this message that they are reaping the rewards, the sweet rewards of your labor that you are doing right now. Because the honey is not cultivated, it's not made in just one day. It takes hundreds of bees working in collaboration with each other tirelessly and attending to every single detail, collecting the nectar daily, which then helps them to have this huge batch of honey. Because think about how small like a bee is. I'm also hearing those words busy as a bee. So your future self wants you to know that the little steps that you are taking by and by, as you're persevering, as you are watering your garden, by and by, those little efforts, those daily actions are going to pile up and result in this huge, massive, sweet reward that awaits. And after that, your journey will be a lot more easier. Not to say that you will stop working altogether, you will always be this disciplined version of yourself, but then as your future self, you will be working smarter, not harder, because your past versions, including you've already worked so hard, you've already paid your dues, you've already been in this waiting period, and your future self is actually enjoying the sweet nectar, the sweet rewards of your hard work, of your dedication, and they really want to commend you for it. They want you to know that sweet results await after a period of working diligently towards your goals, your tasks. And another thing that your future self wanted me to draw was like a trophy. This trophy was a symbol that don't think that you are not gonna manifest what you want. They want you to know that you are going to accomplish this wish that you have. They also wanted to reward you for the efforts that you are putting in right now, because just like they were saying that in case no one told you, so you may be taking actions, making decisions, working towards things behind the scenes where not everyone is able to see how much effort you are putting in. Not everyone is able to see your actions. People don't know about the plans that you are making, the to-do lists that you are checking off, or the chores that you are doing behind the scenes. They're not aware of it. So your future self really wants to commend you for doing that, for being persistent. And the bee is also like reminding me of how they were mentioning in the letter that they have a reliable partner and also they are married now. So as the future you are married. Pile number 2's congratulations on having a reliable supportive partner, because the bees, a single bee is not responsible for generating the honey. It takes the collaboration of many bees working together in a systematic manner. It also reminds me of the bee movie where so many bees are shown like working in this harmonious collaboration, which is the only reason that they are able to get the honey, they are able to turn nectar into honey. Your future spouse, whoever you are married to, your partner, they are gonna be someone who is going to support your dreams. They're gonna give you the support that you need in order to keep moving forward. And your future self wanted me to draw a to-do list here. If you guys can see it here, they wanted me to draw a to-do list, some checks, and a beautiful blushing smiley face. So, starting with the to do list, they were intending on giving you this message that it's not about focusing on the goal, it's not about focusing on the end result. And I think that this is something that you guys already know, because they were commending you for your discipline, for being persistent, for taking action every single day. So, they were intending on telling you that you checking off your to-do list every single day is a step forward to manifesting this successful reality, this abundant future for yourself. And if you are someone who makes to-do lists, then keep doing that, because that is going to be the secret for your success. There is no like discrimination or magical recipe that success just comes to you overnight. No, you actually have to be diligent. You have to consistently act on your visions, on what you are wanting to manifest, and take small little baby steps towards it. And those consistent persistent efforts, they pile up over time and they result in this sweet manifestation. So they wanted me to draw checks, which means that they were trying to tell you that you have like either multiple sources of income, or you have like a passive source of income where you work whenever you want and you still manifest. You still are wealthy, you still are successful, you still have so many resources. So you are very, very wealthy. Pile number 2's to a point where your past success has created like a legacy for you. It has created like a foundation for you that your future self is now enjoying, because you don't have to build upon a foundation again and again. Think about building a house. Once a strong foundation is built, you put the bricks together, the house is built, the walls are done, you have built the house, you have worked every single day to build a foundation, to build a house. Then every single day you're not gonna like keep putting more bricks. That is already done, the foundation has been laid. All that you will have to do is maintain the house, of making sure you are grateful for it, making sure that it's clean and the walls are painted and the roof is fixed and there are no leakages and there is no like issues around the house. All you have to do is maintain it. So your future self wants you to know that they are working smarter because you've already done the hard work. So they are simply maintaining the foundation that you've already laid for them. They are very, very peaceful. They are very happy. They are very joyful wherever they are. And that is because of you. That is because of your efforts. And they were wanting me to draw this blush smiley, kind of the smiley that has its eyes like relaxed or even looking downwards. So this makes me think of how your future self is really well slept or has like a very content, blissful life where they are able to rest a lot, they are able to sleep, they are able to live a comfortable, content life, and not someone who's overworked or who is tired all the time. So, you are manifesting success, joy, wealth, prosperity, and love into your life. That is how your future self wanted to give you reassurance at the end of the letter that you are manifesting all of this. Okay, maybe you're not able to see all of it right now. That's because it's piling up, it's collecting. The foundation is in the process of being built. This is so beautiful, and they are with the love of their life, or they are with the partner who really, really loves them. That's so amazing. Pile number twos. So, pile number twos, now let's take a look at your tarot cards for additional details about your future self. So for your tarot cards, we have Nine of Swords, the Empress, Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Emperor, Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords. Pile number twos, your future self is at a very comfortable place in their life. They are someone who has experienced a lot of changes, but what I'm seeing the most here with this woman on the bed, and she is very, very like relaxed. She's wearing yellow and there are roses on this blanket. It makes me think of spending more time on the bed, waking up when you want. Not to say that you are lazy, but the point that your future self has reached in their life is where they are highly relaxed. They are very, very comfortable. They are living a life of comfort and prosperity. Nine of Swords usually represents worry, mental health issues, or even like sleepless nights. So if you guys have had sleepless nights because you are working towards building a foundation, then your future self wants to reassure you that you're very well slept in the future. As your future self, you are attracting that version, you're becoming that version of yourself where you have all the time in the world. You can wake up whenever you want, you don't answer to anyone. And the past versions of yourself, just like on this card, all these ghosts or all these people in the background, they are making me think of how these are all the past versions of yourself that worked hard, that did not give up, that really burned the hours, that really stayed awake late at night to sacrifice temporary pleasures for a higher goal, for a higher mission, for a stronger foundation in their life. And now, as your future self, they are at a very good place in their life. The color yellow on this card makes me think of abundance, prosperity, joy, because yellow is like a very bright color. It's the color of the sun. It brings happiness, optimism, better days into our life. So your future self could also be like at a place that allows them to change constantly, or that allows them to be flexible in their routine. So they are leading a very flexible routine where they can follow their moods, their callings, their own inner compass, their own inner clock whenever they want, and they can keep changing that according to how they desire. So they have this flexibility, they have this freedom and privilege to maneuver reality, to work at flexible hours whenever they want, even like they could be working from home or being like a freelancer or working at their own pace. So there's a lot of flexibility, freedom, room for change that they are in as your future self. And for what they have already manifested, we have the Empress. The Empress is the card of manifestation. Empress represents harvest, abundance. She is the major arcana card ruled by Venus, y'all. So your future self has really manifested a very abundant reality. Venus governs money, love, abundance, beauty. It also makes me think of how you are getting all the beauty sleep as your future self because you've worked towards laying the strong foundation. Your future self has manifested a beautiful reality for themselves. Your projects, your efforts, the things that you're working towards right now have come to fruition in the future. Not only that, you are able to make use of them. Just like a single mango tree can feed 100 people, just like that, the foundation that you are laying right now is going to provide you with so many resources in multiple areas of your life where all your needs are going to be met. Pile number twos, and they have manifested being like a very soft, self-assured, confident, divine feminine version of themselves. They are reaping the rewards of your efforts. They are successful. Your future self is surrounded by the kind of people who are givers. Your future self is not around takers or people who don't support your growth. You are definitely surrounded by people who want to give you more, who want to spoil you even, or who want to reciprocate the love, the efforts that you put in. For example, if you are in a marriage with this partner that they were talking about, your partner wants to invest in your dreams. Your partner wants to give you. So in your future timeline, you are having more than you need. You're having more than enough. You are like showered with blessings in abundance, left, right, and center. You are surrounded by people who add value to your life. And also, if you are someone who provides a service to other people, then you are gonna be around people, clients who really value what you have to offer. And in exchange for that, they want to offer you even more. So, for example, if you run a business, then your clients may be willing to pay you even higher for your services. Or you may be at a position where you are being paid more, or you may be around people who want to invest more in your dreams and they act as a source of abundance in your life. The Six of Pentacles talks about reciprocity, it talks about generosity. So you are going to be surrounded with generous people who are kind hearted, who have a big heart, who don't hold back from showing affection, who don't hold back from giving you compliments. If anything, they're going to shower you with compliments, shower you with support, shower you with happy days and good quality time experiences. So, the overall energy of the people that your future self is with is people who add energy, add value, and reciprocate the love that you give to them. As your future self, you are becoming someone who is extremely intelligent. Right now, pile number twos, you guys are in the process of learning. You're in the process of mastering new skills, gathering more information, learning more. You could be more into reading a lot of books or watching e-courses or taking a lot of educational projects so that you can master your craft, you can be more informed. Basically, you are working your mind to a point where, as your future self, you are highly intelligent, you're full of ideas, you're full of expression, you never run out of creativity. So, for example, you are working towards becoming an author, and right now you're working on your writing skills. You are daily sharpening your writing skills, and every day you are practicing to a point where, as your future self, you can write like a very attention grabbing story, article, or book in your sleep. You don't have to constantly think about what you are doing. It becomes like your second nature. So you are becoming someone who is a master at their craft. You are in the process of learning as much as possible about what you're wanting to manifest. You're becoming someone who also has like a very sharp intuition, very sharp senses. You can read other people's energies, you can read minds, you can read intentions. You also have very strong boundaries, but also you're becoming someone who presents other people with solutions that shock them, because they are shocked at how intelligent you are. They may not have been able to come up with those solutions, that information. Your intelligence is hands down pile number twos. That's how smart you are becoming. I'm seeing that you guys are definitely working a lot with your mind. You're working a lot to sharpen your skills mentally in order to become this future version of yourself. I think that's why we have the Nine of Swords as the first card, because the Nine of Swords talks about not being able to get out of that mentally stimulated energy. So you may be really mentally stimulated right now. That's really a good thing, because it will help you in whatever you are doing. It will help you. You should keep going. But as your future self, you are really mentally relaxed, because you have already worked, you have already been through this phase of learning process. So that is how you are progressing on your journey. You could be a writer or someone who is a communicator. You may be working towards communicating, writing, being an author, a speaker, an artist of some sorts, anything that allows you to express, to speak, to write, and that is the impact that you are leaving to the world. I'm hearing that you're becoming a master at communication, mastery of communication and public speaking, and becoming a skilled writer or a skilled author, if that's something that you're pursuing in your career. Okay, so this is really funny. The beliefs that your future self wants you to release is thinking that you will just keep going through the same lessons, the same cycles, the same learning curves over and over again, and never actually reach that place in your life where you can say that you have a strong foundation, or that you have security, or that you are at a stable place in your life. So you need to release this belief that you will just keep running in circles, you will keep waiting around, you will keep doing the same things, the same tasks, the same chores over and over again, and never reach your final destination. The example that's coming to my mind is, so this can be used like a metaphor for your belief systems that you're being called to release, is a student preparing for an exam. Okay, and they don't have to give the same test or the same exam over and over and over again in order to graduate. Like, they may have to take multiple tests, they may have to like write all the assignments and fulfill all the projects, but once they have done that, they will eventually graduate. They will eventually get that certification. Okay, it may take some time, it may take some years in order for them to fulfill that course or to complete that course, but they won't have to like keep doing that for the rest of their life just because it's taking them some time, or just because they have to revisit some things again and again in order to revise, in order to become a master at it. So you need to release this belief, because you are in fact going to have a strong foundation. You are going to be at a better place. You are going to reach your destination. Okay, it's not like an endless cycle of learning the same things and doing the same things and never actually getting a result out of it, which is something that you may be feeling right now, because your future self was mentioning that you are in the waiting period. So you may be in this waiting period where you are being called to practice more patience, but this does not mean that your destination will not arrive, that you will not manifest. So even if you have to do similar things every single day right now, keep doing them, because you will eventually master them, and then new exciting things will come along. You will learn new things, and that will add to the old foundation, to the work that you've already done. Okay, so release these belief systems. Pile number twos. Pile number twos, there are two messages that I am receiving here. The first message is that your future self really wants to thank you for grabbing the opportunities and saying yes to new opportunities instead of waiting around for things to come to you. You are accepting them, you are receiving them, you are seeing yourself as worthy of those opportunities. They are thankful and grateful for you for acting at the right time and not procrastinating and not like waiting for some external validation or external reward to make you jump towards opportunities, take action towards things, or take advantage of your time, make the most out of your time. They are happy that you are working, that you are taking the action, you are accepting opportunities, you're open to possibilities without having to receive some kind of permission slip from the outside world, or without like even having a certainty that it's going to work out. So they want to really appreciate this quality in you, that you just go for it. Whenever you find an opportunity, you seize that opportunity instead of waiting around, thinking too much, and then losing that. Because in the heat of the moment, sometimes the universe brings synchronicities into your life. It's like a chance to speed up the manifestation process. And in that moment, if you don't act, then that chance will maybe take a little bit longer to come back around again. So the fact that you just act in the moment, you just step into the action, and you just grab the bull by the horn, the way how swift you are and how sharp you are, it's like working on your feet, thinking on your feet quickly. You're taking quick actions, you're accepting opportunities, you're jumping into it. Yes, I'm saying yes to my future. That kind of energy has really helped your future self, because they can see that if I had not acted on this idea, if I had not like accepted this opportunity, if I had not like seized that moment that day, then today I would not have this skill, and today this foundation would not be so strong. Then I would have to like be working right now to build it. But I already took that chance. So here I am now. I already am receiving and reaping its rewards. Like I'm receiving that example that instead of just planting one seed, say that you have like a bag of seeds and you just have to plant a few trees and you have some extras. So instead of overthinking that, well, these are the extras, so I don't have to do it, you just follow the flow and you just plant all of them. So in the future you have like a huge garden of fruit trees, meaning that you have like multiple streams of income, or you have like already you have extra resources, bonus resources that you did not even think too much about, but they made like a huge difference for your future self. So this could apply to any decision that you're making that is coming from your soul, and you're not thinking too much about you, you're just flowing with what feels right for you to do in the moment. And it may not make sense, you may not know that this thing that you are doing is gonna turn out to be so big. You may not be thinking about that at all. You're just, going along, being yourself, doing what you have to do. And there you are. Years later, boom, that thing that you just did normally blows up into something that's so huge. So, another thing that your future self wants to thank you for is seeing yourself as worthy of abundance. They can see that even when you did not have it all, even when you did not have like so much money, so much wealth as you have as your future self, you always saw yourself as worthy of it. You always respected yourself. You always dressed up to the occasion. You always like showed up as your best self. Even when you did not actually had like that much wealth, you looked wealthy on the outside, you felt wealthy, you were exuding the frequency of abundance. And you are exuding the frequency of abundance, of being someone who is already successful, who is already prosperous, who has already reached that level. They are so proud of you for doing that, because that has made it their reality. Like we have the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. These are both the cards of abundance, of having it all, of having manifested a successful reality for yourself. Your future self is trying to tell you, and I love how we have like the King of Swords underneath the Page of Swords, because this is who you are becoming, and it feels like this is who you have become. The Page of Swords is still in the learning process, but the King of Swords is already there. So your future self is trying to soothe your worries about the future. They are trying to tell you that you may be worried about how that project, that idea, or this thing that you are shooting your arrows in the direction of, how it's gonna pan out to be, how it's gonna work for you in the future. You're worried that it may not be accepted as well, it may not reach that level of success, it may not be received well as what I'm receiving. however that means for you. For example, if you're like a writer and you're working towards writing a book and it takes you few years to put it together, your worries may be around, once I publish this, how are people gonna receive it? How many copies is it gonna sell? Or whether it's gonna even like add value to the lives of people or not? Or how will people take it? How is the world gonna receive that work or that I'm doing, that I'm gonna put out? That is the worry that your future self wants to soothe. They are trying to tell you that the future does look bright. At the back of your tarot deck, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the card about a fresh new journey, a journey towards contentment, happiness. It talks about having your cup full. So this card is trying to give you optimism about your future, that it is going to be received well, that yes, you are on the right path. These worries may come and go, may stay with you for some time, and it's a natural process, but they're not rooted in reality. You are a futuristic person. You are going in the right direction. So pile number 2 is now let's take a look at some of your oracle cards for any other guidance that your future self has for you on your journey right now. So it says, my true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. So this message is trying to tell you that you may not have reached that foundation that you are aiming for right now as your current self, but your future self wants you to know that you can already access that feeling of safety right now in the present moment. That your true safety actually lies in the capacity to feel the love that the universe has for you. That you're always worthy, you're always lovable. You're always safe. The universe is looking out for you. This love is always accessible to you. This feeling of being abandoned is always accessible to you. You don't have to teleport into this future reality. You can already tune into it by feeling into it emotionally and mentally, because you are eventually going to become that. And then we have the Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, redemption. I love how beautiful this card is. And on this card, it says, you are so brave to keep on going the way that you do. Wow. So this is like talking about your persistence. And even on this card, it says persistence. So your future self, oh my gosh, look, it says trust the timing. Time is not running out. Trust the wave you came in on. So your future self was not kidding when they were trying to tell you that there is no rush. There is no need to rush anything. What's meant for you, it's not gonna miss you. And it may sound cliche because you may have heard this many times that what's meant for you is not gonna miss you, but in your case that's literally the case. That you are so brave, you are so acknowledged, that you just constantly keep going, you keep persevering, and you are so patient that time is not gonna run out. Time is not running out on you. You're not behind, you're not lagging behind in anything. You may feel like these things may have arrived sooner, they needed to arrive sooner, but in fact the spirit has a divine plan for you, and those blessings are already scheduled for you in divine timing. They will come to you. Just because it's not there yet does not mean that it's not gonna happen or it's never gonna happen. We have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. This makes me think of how your future self was saying that they are with a partner who loves them. And the way that this card shows two planets, two huge planets, giant planets coming together with these two people, it feels like you may be physically apart from your divine counterpart or soulmate right now. But it's because you're not meant to meet them right now. It's because they may be at a different point in their journey. It's because there's a divine timing to things. You will meet each other in divine timing. This union will happen as scheduled by the spirit, not as scheduled by your mind, because what your mind has planned for you is greater than how the universe wants to reveal things to you, how the universe has planned things out for you and for your partner. So trust the timing of life. Don't think that it's your fault that you've not manifested these things yet. You're already doing your best. You're not lagging behind. You're not falling short. There is nothing more that you need to do other than to trust the process. Pile number twos. So don't be so self-critical, pile number twos, because your future self does not judge you. In fact, it thanks you for being so patient, because good things can sometimes take time. Now let's read out the message for this card, the Forbidden Forest. It says, I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in that dark and forbidden forest. The place, it is said, where you might not survive, the place they say that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey not half heartedly but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having to return to revive it. Doing the same hard thing not once but twice is not easy to do. Even if it is just reimagining it in our head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the forbidden forest can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and the outer gifts you so rightfully deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you need to return to the forbidden forest to heal, to retrieve, to resurrect something of yours. Is there anything you have been suppressing or resisting? You may be at a point where it's time, even if you need to talk others for help. That is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. And the manifestation enhancer says, this may be a good time to do a journal session, self guided meditation, or even seek counsel with a loved one or a therapist if you feel called to. Imagine returning to the forbidden forest to retrieve and heal a lost piece of yourself. Visualize it in detail, walking through the woods. What do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self. Allow your inner visions to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insights. Wow, this is like a very deep message. And it makes me think how sometimes, even when we experience trauma, that can cause a little bit of delay on our journey. This does not mean that our manifestations will not arrive, but sometimes we are in this grace period where the universe intentionally slows down our journey, our process of manifestation, not because we are not worthy or anything else, or that it's intentionally delaying that, but because sometimes when the time is slowed down, we retrieve those old parts of ourselves. We go through like this process of healing because we have some time between then and now. We are given this grace period where we can rethink, we can reflect, we can gather back our old talents, our old gifts that we may have abandoned along the journey. So that is what the process of healing is all about, reclaiming those parts of ourselves so that as we become our future self, we are whole, we are integrated to receive that reality, and it does not intimidate us because we are ready to receive it. And it also makes me think of how I was talking about you losing sleep in order to manifest a strong foundation. So it feels like this constant process of burning the hours and losing sleep or making some sacrifices, but then once you are done, you've done the work, then you're going back to resting more, to sleeping more, to giving yourself this grace period and just allowing yourself to do nothing for a while. So it's all about following the ebb and the flow. It's all about going forwards in order to then return back to yourself. So, Spirit wants you to know that the waiting period that you're in right now, it's not permanent. You're gonna go back to feeling like you have manifested. You will reach a state of completion and accomplishment in your life. So, pile number two, these are all the messages from your future self. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you liked this reading, please make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to see more readings like these, a very warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, simply go to my website ledbyheart.com or click the link given in the description box below. I would love to guide you guys on your journey. And you can also support me through the link given in the description box below if you feel like doing that. And I hope that you guys are having a wonderful time whenever you're watching this. I hope that you guys stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Hi pile number threes, welcome to your reading all about a channeled love letter and messages from your future self. So if you guys were drawn to the third letter that looks like this, then this is going to be your reading. All the messages, insights, or advice, words of wisdom your future self wants to give you are going to be channeled in this reading for you guys today. And any other additional messages that your higher self, guides, angels, or future self wants you to know right now on your journey. We are going to begin off your reading by taking a look at this channeled letter from your future self, and then we are going to move on to some tarot cards and oracle cards for additional details about your future self, the version of you that is on a higher timeline, that has already overcame what you may be going through and already manifested what you are praying for. So are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? Let's just dive right into this letter. So these are their words. When I speak, these are their words coming through in this letter through me. So this is the message that your future self wants to give you. This is what your future self wants you to know. So let's dive right into this letter. Dear past me, you are a source of light to this world. You have long lost connections beyond Earth because you are an old soul, a star seed. Do you remember? You belong to a soul tribe of highly advanced species. That explains why you have a hard time feeling familiarity or finding companions or like minded people. You are a rare gem. Never underestimate the power to start again from a clean slate and begin a new life. I'm grateful that you took the risk of starting over from scratch. I remember how I used to feel sad and melancholic. It's the healing and alchemy of my old version that has helped me unlock my full potential. Where I speak from, we have turned our tears into treasure. I am you, only getting more beautiful, glowing up, physically strong, fit, emotionally balanced, and safe. I'm sending you light, healing energy, and guidance from where I am. You are never alone. I am another you, your best friend and guide. I am your higher self. I want you to know that you are shifting realities, taking quantum jumps, and magnetizing miracles and experiences once out of your reach. I am looking back to all those days of self reflection. I am glad how wise, mature, self aware we have become. The best advice I can give you is to stay optimistic because you are about to experience many positive things in the future. You will gain more than you have lost. It's been replaced with better things. Your life is only going to get better. The grass is greener where I am. Better days are coming and life will keep getting brighter for you. Get ready for a new you, an abundant future. This is just the beginning. Love your future self. So, this is what your future self wanted to tell you. And the zodiac signs that we have for this group are Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Virgo, and Capricorn. So these zodiac signs could be important to you, your sun, moon, or rising signs. So there were some things that your future self wanted me to focus on. They wanted me to draw some symbols as messages to you. They wanted me to draw a lot of stars. So these stars could be a symbolic of how they were saying that you guys could be of galactic origin, like a light worker or a star seed, where your light could be really, really high. Your light quotient, your emotional intelligence, maturity, or how you think, how you feel could be deeper and could have like many, many layers, unlike other people. Because of which you could have like a hard time feeling connected to other people because you think differently, you feel differently. You may be an empath or associate yourself as being a light worker or an old soul. They also wanted me to draw this Saturn planet, and it makes me think of how Saturn is the planet of time, hard work, lessons, and also the planet of karma. So I think that your future self wants you to know that you are actually attracting a lot of good karma in your life moving forward, that you are unlocking your full potential. You are someone who has good luck on their side. So moving forward, you don't have to worry about things so much. They want you to be more and more optimistic. They want you to expect positive things, positive experiences, and expect that the things that you may have lost or that have disappointed you, that have been like taken away from you, those things will be replaced with something better. They were not meant to stay in your life, whether those were people, those were experiences. You have not actually lost any real things that were meant to stay in your life. You've only lost what was meant to be replaced with something better. So, karma is on your side, and also they wanted me to draw a rainbow and a diamond. So, rainbow is the symbol of hope and renewal after a period of crisis or after a period of disappointment or even like harsh challenges that we experience in our life. So, you guys may be on a healing journey where you may be doing shadow work, or a lot of people from your past may have disappointed you. Whatever the case is, whenever you guys feel alone, your future self wants you to know that they are right by your side. Because you guys are an old soul, it's easy for your future self to pour their consciousness, their healing energy, and to reach out to you from the timeless space and give you the reassurance, give you like a pat on the back or like guidance through your own visions and thoughts whenever you feel alone or whenever you feel hopeless. So they are always with you. Your future self is coming across as a very high dimensional being. So this is like a letter that is channeled from your higher self as your future self. So they want you to know that they're always with you, that you are never ever alone, even if you may be physically alone, but they're always energetically present with you, especially in times of sadness, loneliness, when you feel like there's no way out, when you feel low on your darkest days. So, your future self also, they were mentioning that don't ever underestimate to begin again. So, you guys could be someone who may be starting a new life, who may have like left a lot of things behind, or who is being called to not be afraid of starting over anew in your life after losing some things or after being disappointed, things like that. That every day is a fresh start, every day is a new beginning. All you have to do is be in the mindset of it. There is no rule, there is no limitation as to how many times you can recreate your reality, as to how many times you can rebuild from scratch, from your new intentions, from your new awareness, and have like a solid, fresh start to a new, abundant, and hopeful and bright future for yourself. So they were saying that the grass is greener where I am. So they were trying to tell you that your reality is only going to get better. So if you guys have like this pessimistic approach towards reality of expecting negative things, of thinking that it's not gonna get better, then they want to reassure you that it is in fact going to get better. It may not get better like instantaneously, but every single day the grass is becoming greener. You are moving towards attracting more light into your life. And not just that, it was also giving the energy that you are also coming out of your shell, you're also coming out of your comfort zone, you're also becoming your full self. There's an energy of being unbothered and not trying to meet societal expectations of who people expect you to be, but rather becoming who you truly are and shining that instead of trying to be something that you are not and fitting in and not feeling belonged. You're actually like owning your alien self, so to speak. You are owning your weird self, and that will unlock so many gifts, so many talents, so many important and valuable crafts that you have within you that will like help even other people. But this is like about becoming your full self, of embodying your old soul energy in this human physical body instead of trying to meet up to your human suit, that I am a human, I am limited, this is how I'm supposed to be. Instead of meeting up to that, you are dropping that and you're anchoring your unique, authentic light energy into your physical reality. And that can require you to start over, that can require you to take some risks, that can require you to start anew. But it only gets better. Your future self is at a safer, happier, more balanced state. They were also like mentioning how they are you, but only more beautiful. So if you guys have like a diet plan, a healthy, conscious lifestyle that you are following that includes eating healthy, eating vegetables, fruits, nourishing meals, or doing yoga, exercising, fitness related activities, recreational activities, the things that you are doing to improve your mental, emotional, and physical health, specifically your physical health, are really going to benefit you a lot moving forward. So, your future self is trying to tell you that they are you, but only better. So, say that if you're working on your skincare routine, you may start to see results of your skin getting better right now, but as your future self, it's even more better. It's like flawless, it's like clear glass like skin, completely smooth. And if you're like working on building muscles, then you may start to feel that your stamina is getting higher, that you're becoming stronger. But as your future self, you literally have like bulging muscles. So that's the analogy that your future self was giving you. And also I was hearing that it's almost like a model like beauty or toned skin and well defined jawline and well defined muscles and very sculpted body structure that you are attaining, that they have already reached in the future. So if you are doing all those things related to your health and fitness, then keep doing them, because they will only help you look better. They will be really, really fruitful in the future for you. So pile number 3 is, now let's take a look at your tarot cards to look into more details, to find out more information about your future self. So for your tarot cards, we have 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Emotions, 2 of Emotions, the World, 5 of Materials, 3 of Emotions in reverse, 6 of Materials in reverse, 10 of Materials upright, we have the Muse of Materials, and then we have Justice. Pile number 3 is, where is your future self? Your future self is at a point in their life where they are one of the most self-loving versions of themselves. They are the most self-loving version of you. Your future self has so much love for themselves that they could be into doing their own makeup, they could be into doing their own hairstyles, they could be into wearing really beautiful dresses, and not for someone else, not to impress someone else, but because of how much love they have for themselves, but how much self confidence and self assurance they have within their own skin. So, your future self is definitely in a reality, in a place where they may be showcasing their beauty, they may be into some sort of a fashion industry, or if they are not, then they could be like dressing up every single day, feeling like their best self. They could be living at a place that's surrounded by nature, or a very, very beautiful home that's decorated, that has a very beautiful, classy, bougie aesthetic. So, your future self is living a bougie lifestyle, and whatever you need, you give yourself that as your future self. I'm reminded of that song Seven Rings by Ariana. So you are giving yourself everything, you're buying yourself whatever you love. You are your own biggest fan. And this is not about your relationship to others, this is about your love story with yourself. That whatever you need, you gift yourself. You spend extra time to take care of yourself. They are in love with the person that they have become. Their old days of feeling sad or dwelling on the past are completely over. If you guys have shed tears in your past reality, those tears are gonna be replaced with glitter on your eyes. You are so healed in the future, and not to say that you're not whole now or you're not healed now, but we go through phases where we fall in love with ourselves all over again. So the version of you, your future self, they are at a very self-secure place where they don't allow anyone to take their energy, to leak their energy. They value and respect their own energy, and their energy is very, very exclusive. Not everyone has the access to them, not everyone has the access to their inner circle, not everyone can be their friend, their lover, their partner. They have put themselves on a pedestal, like, my gosh, wow, just imagine. So your future self has manifested, as I'm seeing here with the Queen of Emotions and the Two of Emotions, which is the Two of Cups. Your future self, pile number 3, has manifested a serious, healthy, committed relationship. They are with a partner, they are with a lover who absolutely loves them. They are with a partner who absolutely adores them. And just the way we have these fish here, it makes me think of how both of you could be of the similar zodiac sign. So, for example, if they are Cancer, you are Cancer, or you have Sun in Cancer, they have their rising sign or ascendant in Cancer or in Pisces. Both of you are Pisces, something like that, or both of you are Capricorn, or you have like those placements in important areas in your chart. Okay, so this partner who you are in a serious relationship with as your future self, they are a very, very nurturing and loving person. They are a result of your love and commitment towards yourself. Your future self is with the people that they deserve. The world represents opening ourselves to the world of possibilities. Your future self, believe it or not, pile number 3, your future self is famous. There, I said it. So, for example, if your future self is into fashion industry, then your future self is like a very famous model who is in a relationship with someone who really, really loves them. They are in a serious relationship and they have the guts to put themselves out there. All the self doubt, all the self pity, all the feeling victim and bad about yourself, feeling like you're a failure or nothing's good gonna happen, all those lonely days where you spent underestimating yourself, they are gone. They're absolutely gone. So you are surrounded by famous people, pile number threes, in the future. You're surrounded by people who could be in the public eye, or if that's not the case, then you could be with people who are from the other side of the world, who are from different culture than you, or different ethnicity than you, or a different country than you. The example that's coming to my mind is the connection of Taylor Swift and Joe Allen, where he is from UK and she is from USA. She's from America. So they were in a long relationship for a very long time and they still like managed to work it all those years, even when they were like from different places. That's the energy that I'm receiving here, that you are gonna be surrounded by people who are either very famous or who come from faraway places, who may even like speak different languages than you do. Almost like a foreign energy, but you feel at home with them because you literally manifested this person, this relationship, this serious relationship, or these people into your life. Just the way here her face has been covered with this earth, your future self is not revealing to you exactly how this person looks. They're giving out the energy that they're gonna be famous, they're gonna be someone from the outside of your comfort zone or your background or your ethnicity or your religion, or maybe even where you live. They could be from far away, but they will like make you feel seen, and you will like shine even brighter when you are with this person or with these people. That's what I'm really clearly saying. Also giving off the energy of VIPs. You could be hanging around a lot of VIPs. Who are you guys? Definitely giving off very special bougie VIP energy. Pile number three is you're becoming someone who is no longer going to abandon yourself. This is a very specific, powerful, and beautiful energy because the Five of Pentacles talks about lack and not having enough money or being left out or abandoned by someone, being helpless and hopeless. That is the traditional meaning of Five of Pentacles. But here I am receiving that you are rescuing yourself. You're no longer stuck in the mindset of poor me, oh my gosh, of being the victim. Instead, you are the one who is rescuing yourself and being willing to no longer hide yourself from the world. I love how we have the world next to the Five of Materials because it shows that I am gonna stand up and go out and shine my light. I'm not gonna abandon myself. This is a new journey of self love for me. And I am on my way to manifesting my biggest, greatest life. Like the energy of your letter that was representing giving off your past self, and here the cards that we are receiving completely different energy. It's like a 180-degree 360-degree shift from maybe not feeling like your best self to someone who puts themselves on a pedestal, and as a result of it they are receptive to love. They attract people who can reliably meet them where they want to be met. So you are no longer hiding, abandoning yourself. You are seeing yourself as worthy. As a result of it, you are attracting value in the form of people. You're attracting valuable connections in your life. It's like the end of loneliness, but this loneliness is the inner loneliness, feeling like you're alone from inside. And I love this because in your letter, your future self mentioned that, you know, you are never ever alone. We are always with you. And it was also like giving me the energy that it's not just your future self that was writing the letter. I was feeling the presence of higher dimensional beings during that time when I was channeling the letter because it was different from the rest of the piles. So, this is an end of inner conflict. This is an end of inner loneliness because you're filling your own cup of self love. Oh my gosh, and the beliefs that you're releasing, pile number three, is that you're being called to release, are that you're not worthy of love. Who made you feel this way? Pile number three is that you're not worthy of love. You need to ask yourself this question: when was the first time I felt this way? Because it's not true at all. You are attracting connections in your life that will quench your thirst for love. It's almost like someone's cup of love is running dry and there's like a drought. There's no water. And suddenly there's like this huge shower of water out of nowhere. That's the energy that I'm receiving here, because even on this card of Two of Cups, they are swimming in the ocean together. There's like no lack of water inside the ocean. So, love and feeling loved is going to become your second nature. But this begins with you. This is not like someone else comes on the outside, because your journey is what I'm seeing here is you may have been made to feel like you were not worthy of love, or that people took advantage of you. People maybe even deceived you or did not value your emotions or hurt you. This could have been people from the past, an ex lover who took advantage of you, who made you feel unworthy, who didn't value your worth, who cheated on you, lied to you, or betrayed you, or left you out alone or abandoned you. You are being called to release the beliefs that you formed because of someone else's inability to love you properly or to show you love. That's why you are becoming this self loving version of yourself. I am reminded of that song Girl on Fire, where in that song she talks about how this girl is on fire, where she's doing everything, she's unstoppable. That's the song that your future self is dedicating to you. They're saying that they are on fire where they are. They no longer see themselves the way that they used to. They have completely changed. They are a new person. They are not the person that they used to be. And it's for the greater good. I love how they were saying that the grass is greener, because all these cards have like so much flora and fauna on them. It's like flowers and more flowers. It feels like your life is being filled with one gift after another, one joyful moment after another. If triggers are like the negative experiences, the negative emotions being triggered by stressful situations that remind us of our past hurts, then glimmers are the happy moments that fill our cup, that make us feel love, that reverse those hurts, that reverse those heartaches, and that heal our heart back again. Oh my gosh, what your future self is thanking you for is not turning into a cold hearted, bitter person, even after you were treated in a cold hearted manner, even after you were left alone, even after you were treated unfairly. You have not allowed the experiences of your past to turn you into something that you are not. You have not become like the people who hurt you. Pile number threes. And that is what your future self is thanking you for, because they can clearly see that you are still a kind person. You are still an open hearted person. You think about every person. You think about other people. You're not a selfish person. And that's why you will become this version of yourself where you prioritize yourself more, because you have given a lot to others without receiving much in return in the past. Your future self has mastered the art of knowing their worth, of knowing what deserves their energy and what deserves absolutely nothing, of knowing what is right for them, who is right for them, and who deserves their energy and who does not. Your future self does not leak their energy. They don't give out handouts. They don't do unnecessary favors for other people just because they're afraid that they would be left alone. They're proud that you're walking this journey alone. Even when you're physically alone, they're proud that you are receiving the healing energy from them, from your future self, or from your guides, because you are receiving it, and that is why you are still a kind person at heart. That's why you're still an empath. That's why you are still connected to the unity consciousness. That is what they want to thank you for, because, oh my gosh, okay, so this is where the good karma is gonna come back into your life. This is gonna be the good karma for all the hurt, all the heartache that you did not allow to turn you into a narcissist or into someone who breaks other people's hearts. You're not the type of person who, if they are hurt, they will hurt other people. And that's a very rare quality to have in someone, and you are, that's why, a rare gem, because you're an old soul. Pile number 3 is, this world has not seen you properly. You have been misunderstood, really. I'm so sorry that you have experienced that, but moving forward you're gonna find people who really understand you. I'm having a very strong sense that you are gonna meet some members of your soul tribe, and this person that we were talking about could be a member of your soul tribe. And I think that's why you are gonna meet people who maybe like be from a different culture, speak different language, or be from a different background, but when you talk to them, you're gonna feel like an instant sense of familiarity, like they get you or they are like you because they're a member of your soul tribe. So your members of your soul tribe could be like incarnated in different parts of the world. That's why it may take longer for you to attract them. You could find them through an online community. That's definitely coming through. The power of internet is really gonna bless you, I think that. Pile number 3 is, I can see here that you guys may be worried that you will always be this pessimistic or sad version of you. You may be worried that whatever setbacks or heartbreaks you've experienced in your past, they may have temporarily dull your glow, but your worry is that you will always be like that. I'm seeing like the vision of someone who is either crying or feeling pessimistic and thinking that they will always be broken, or if they have to like heal themselves, go through a process of healing, they're judging themselves for it. So you may be judging yourself for being on a healing journey, thinking that you will always be this sad, this broken version of yourself that doesn't trust other people, or that feels alone, that is an introverted person because you don't trust anyone, or because it's like a coping mechanism of trying to keep yourself safe. But that's not true at all, because look, your future self wants to tell you that you're not gonna be in this slumber forever. That's going to be your karma for the past hurts that you have experienced, that you are gonna shed this skin very, very soon. You will shed these layers of hurt, these layers that no longer serve you, this version of you that interacted with those people or was in those situations. You are going to release it, and you are going to alchemize it into a new glowing version of you. You are going to come out of this slumber as a healed person, as a brighter person, as a more loving person whose light shines even more brighter. It's like the phoenix rising. And also with this justice, I was hearing that feeling afraid that people who treated you wrongly are gonna get away with it. No, they're not gonna get away with it at all. That's not gonna happen. We have the Saturn here and the justice here. This is all about divine balance. It's all about karma. It's all about facing the consequences of your actions. It's all about receiving back what you are giving. So if you're staying kind, even if you have been treated coldly, you are going to receive that warmth, even if it takes some time and unexpectedly enters your life, and then you are just left awestruck with how much warmth and love you receive. So the scales of justice are going to be balanced. You don't have to worry about it. Karma never forgets an address. Remember that. So pile number 3 is, now let's take a look at some of your oracle cards to find more wisdom, anything else that your future self wants to advise about. Right now, for your affirmation, we have spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. Look at this sun. This is reminding me of how in your letter your future self was saying that the best advice I can give you is to be more optimistic. And what's more optimistic than receiving the sun energy? That you are aligning with a brighter future for yourself. Then we have potential and possibility, future, highest self, quantum. This is big. Pile number 3 is especially for you because in your letter, your future self says, I want you to know that you are shifting realities, taking quantum jumps, and magnetizing miracles and experiences once out of your reach. My gosh. And we have the quantum here, possibility and potential. Reach out to the potential that is calling for you. Your life's journey, if I was to use like an adverb for it, would be like rags to riches. Whether it's finding riches in the external world or within your own relationships or within yourself. This is completely different, and we have the number 5 here. This is the number of changes. This is the number of transformation. And it's going really well with 5 of materials. 5 is the number that brings divine change into our life. Wow, you are really multidimensional, pile number 3s, because you are going to attract experiences in your life that your human self would never have believed. But it's your multidimensional nature that already knows that you are capable of it. It's your starseed essence, starseed energy that's pulling in those higher timelines into your reality, almost like performing some sort of a spell, almost like being a witch or a wizard of your reality. And then we have You're Not For Everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Again, we have this huge planet. It definitely looks like Saturn or Jupiter, and here she is releasing the need to be accepted by everyone. This is a clear confirmation from your future self that as the best version that they have become, as the self-loving version that they have become, they have realized that they were never meant to fit in with every single person. All that loneliness was simply out of judging yourself for not being like other people. They have realized that they're a light worker. They have realized that with the right people, they don't have to try so hard. And those are their people. That's the kind of people that they are meant to be with. That is the advice that they want to give you right now, that if you don't vibe with everyone, it's not your fault. It's because you're not supposed to. You are rare. Embrace that, pile number 3s. If every single one of us was meant to be the same, then we would all be like walking around like clones, but we are not. We have unique individual personalities, unique desires, unique gifts, unique feelings of our own. So embrace that and become free. Then we have Water Your Garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest, full moon. And this is the affirmation that they want to practice. Stay soft. The world may be cold, but we don't have to be. Wow, look, I cannot make this up, pile number 3s. Your future self is encouraging you to stay soft no matter what or who you are faced with. Never change your own goodness. Never drop down to their level in order to get revenge or in order to get even. No. Simply remove yourself and keep being a good hearted person. Keep being a warm hearted person, because that is what is going to be reciprocated in the future. They are so proud of their past self for not turning into a bitter person, just like I said before. Let's read out the message for potential and possibility from the guidebook. Potential and possibility. It says, I am quantum leaping into my highest reality. So you can use this affirmation and practice it. The world, the quantum traveler, you are at a point where it's possible to lean into a higher reality. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities all happening at once. Which one are you living? Which one are you creating? What are you attracting? Break the cycle of mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. Is there something you feel drawn to? Is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Those feelings are pointing you to where your highest reality is. Even if you feel jealous of someone or something, this shows what your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. You are capable of tuning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. The world is at your feet. Destiny is in the palm of your hand, and you are a co creator with the universe. regardless of what is happening in the world and as chaotic as it may seem. You are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Your mission is no different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving. So too are the lives you have been living. Attune your energy like an antenna to the channel of your desired reality. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. And then we have the manifestation enhancer. Use meditation to tune into the field of pure potentiality. Practice the feeling of your desired reality as if you are already living it, especially just after you wake up. Look into meditations, sitting and walking by Joe Dispenza, or listen to subconscious reprogramming affirmations by Jess Shepard, rising higher meditations on YouTube while you are sleeping. In your present life, find moments every day to indulge in the things you want more of. Appreciate yourself for all the unique beauty you already have. Celebrate yourself every time you accomplish something that you are proud of, small as it may be. Even if it is just having a peaceful day, love expands life. Appreciation expands your expression of self. Gratitude creates abundance all around you. Fall in love with your life now and in the future. Wow, what can I say, pile number three? This message was like all that your future self was trying to say throughout your reading. So, pile number three is you are really a multidimensional being. All you have to do is shift your focus and redirect your energy. And this message was also reminding me of a book by Joe Dispenza that is called Breaking the Habit of Being You. So that book is all about how you can become a new version of yourself, how you can break your own self-limiting bubble. So if you feel this calling that you are ready to shift into something new, then definitely check out that book. And also with this card of the full moon, this talks about your future self reaching the best case scenario. They are no longer playing it small. They are envisioning and they are reaching for the highest timeline, the highest reality. And that is what they want you to do. So, pile number three, these are all the messages that I have for you guys today and that your future self has for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you liked this reading, please make sure to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you would like to see more readings like these, a very warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. And I hope that you guys are having a wonderful time whenever you're watching this. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, go to my website ledbyheart.com or simply click the link given in the description box below. And I would love to guide you on your journey. And you can also support me through the link in the description box below if you feel like doing that. And I hope that you guys stay blessed. I will see you in the next video.